So official. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday mornings Pilates Yoga Fusion on Balance Ball. To get started, we are going to practice good posture. And the best place to practice our good posture is to start from the feet. Our feet make contact to the earth, and when the feet are aligned, in this instance, about shoulder width and parallel, then you can align the other joints, knees, hips, shoulders, ears, and place one hand on our heads, press down with that hand and lift up through the crown of your head. Feel your spine getting longer. And then when you're ready, take your hand to your lap. Your hands can be cupped or they can be open. You may close your index fingers and thumbs. Just follow what feels natural. Our heads are held high by imaginary strings tied to our own star way up in the heavens. And that star is holding our heads up for us. Yoga and Pilates both have in common the health and well-being of the spine. A healthy spine will have good mobility and good stability. So throughout class today, we will practice exercises that enhance our flexibility and our strength, our mobility and our stability. With eyes closed, get more in contact with your own breathing rhythm. In yoga, often it's just in and out through the nose. Belly expands like a balloon and belly contracts. As we start to turn our breathing more into a Pilates breath, instead of expanding the belly, let's expand our ribs. And a way to feel that is to crisscross our arms. Stay relaxed in the shoulders. Spread the fingers. And as you inhale, feel your ribs opening into your hands. Exhale, cinch the waist in, blowing out through the mouth. The sound can be like a sigh or with pursed lips blowing out through a straw. Mindful breathing will calm and clear our minds and detoxify our bodies. My name is Paula. So glad you're here this morning. Now that you're more in touch with your ribs, let's get a little bit more connected to the abdominal muscles. Hands on the belly. When we exhale, activate the belly button to your spine. So it's moving in, and then scoop it up towards your heart and lungs. Inhale, ribs open. Exhale and repeat. Belly button in, belly button up. You should feel very strong. You're activating an important muscle called your transverse abdominals. They wrap around like an internal girdle connecting to your back. And they work when you flatten your stomach. Your rectus abdominals run from your ribs down to your hips. And they work when you slide your ribs towards your hip bones. So also think about sliding your ribs down like you're tucking them into front pockets. Let's get an idea of how we're feeling in our backs with a moving cat. Arching the spine where the heart moves forward, rounding, and your heart moves towards the wall behind you. See how far you can go without feeling resistance. And we'll do this a few times. And we'll come back to our seated, moving cat in a little while with the idea that we will have less resistance, more mobility. Sit tall, and let's start adding some bouncing. So anytime we're on the ball, we're using our abs for balance. We'll have our arms relaxed by our sides, pushing through our feet, extending through the crown of our heads. Just bouncing. And I like to try to find a rhythm. For me, about 4 bounces as I inhale, and about 4 bounces as I exhale. We'll make this a little more challenging by adding some heel lifts. And some shoulder lifts. Back to your basic bounce. Notice I have my hands on either side of my body. This is good for 2 reasons, posture, and the other is a sense of confidence that the ball will not roll out from underneath. Some heel kicks. So the foot can just kind of kick out in front of the body, tapping the floor, or you can kick to the air. Balance permitting, feeling pretty safe, you might add in some little punches. And one elbow goes back as the other arm's fist punches forward. We are doing a great job. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Basic bounce. And making sure we have room from side to side, toe taps. And when you feel ready, you can add arms. And what it'll look like is half a jumping jack. We'll do 8, 7, 6, 5. I noticed my bounce got kind of weak, so I'm trying to bounce a little bit stronger. 2. One more, put arms and legs together. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Basic bounce. Arms are straight, and we will swing forward and back. Getting some good air on the ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow down. Re-amp up your bounce, arms up, and they'll come together and open. Listen to how your shoulders feel. For me, angling my arms down and behind my back feels best. 4, 3, 2, 1. Add a clap behind your body. two, and one. And up. Already, I think the heat bouncing is loosening my back. Reassess. Ankles, knees. This hinge forward from the hips is to allow you to lift up your sits bones, and as you come up, feel more level on the hips. Shoulders over the hips, and the head back over the shoulders. We're extending through the crowns of our heads. We're going to focus on the lower back with pelvic tilts, knowing the first action when we breathe is navel to spine, navel up. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, navel in, navel up. Roll the ball forward without collapsing in the shoulders. Breathe into your back. Exhale, take the hips underneath yourself again. Inhale, tall. Just two more. One more. Navel in, navel up. Empty your lungs. Very good. Again, sitting with our best posture and the intention that our posture is improving as our spines become more aligned. Arms up. Reach out long through your fingertips. Right leg straight. Hold the head high. And we're going to twist and kind of laugh. 3 strong exhales, reaching for our little toes. You know you're finished when your lungs are empty. Inhale up. Please repeat. One more time. And relax. Other side. Know when you're breathing in. Know when you're breathing out. Relax. And rebuild your structure. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders, ears, crown of the head. We'll focus on our neck now. And if you'll take your hands to your neck, want to notice there's a curve that's present. And if it's not, we want to make sure it's there again. As you lift your chin, that's when you get more and more curve in the neck. And as you bring your chin down, you'll feel the neck begin to flatten. Unfortunately, a lot of people are there. And sometimes, and I've even been there myself, chin down, and you feel the back of the neck get a reverse curve. And that is really bad for our nervous system, going up and down. Too much one way, too much the other. And notice, please, and you'll get better and better at noticing what is just right for you. So sometimes I've noticed that people think that that long stretching feeling is good. Temporarily, it is good, but it is not good to stay in an extended stretch for a long period of time. So with the chin down, this is what I mean, the stretch in the neck. Even though it feels good, this is not where we want to stay. The muscles are not at their right length. Bringing the head up to just right. Feel the curve in your neck, and I also hope less muscle tension. That's where we want to be. This is a place we're going to return to. Since our hands are here and they built up some nice warmth, give yourself some neck love. Just squeeze the muscles and massage them. What's right is what feels good for you. What I tend to do too much of is drop the chin. I already caught myself dropping my chin and creating that over lengthening in my neck. So bring my chin up a little bit and head back. And I think I'm right again. So we're going to try to get our muscles into this memory, this new improved memory. Breathe in nice and tall. Exhale, chin towards the chest, navel to spine, and we're pelvic tilting and doing cervical nod. Breathe into your back, your ribs. Exhale, navel to spine, move the pelvis, lift your head. Coming back to all the right curves, low back and neck. 2 more times, rounding our spines. One more. Getting more and more aware of the inside of your body, your ribs, your internal organs. After all, it's what is on the inside that counts. From here, we're ready for a playful twist. Press down, reach up, breathing in. And when you're ready, exhale, look behind yourself. Twist through your spine, wring your lungs empty. Inhale to unwind. Exhale to the other side. Light on your feet, allowing any natural turning of the toes and the knees so there's no pain, no strain. To center after your left side. Readjust if you feel slightly uneven or a lot uneven. We'll go to I Dream of Genie arms. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and know that, say, the arm bones go forward. That's going to create tension. So kind of pull the arm bones into the shoulder sockets, slide our shoulder blades towards each other, down away from the ears. We inhale, prepare. Exhale, navel to spine, navel to heart. The ball rolls forward, chin to chest. Lungs empty. Breath expands the ribs. And we exhale and realign. Pelvis, ribs, shoulders, neck, head. 2 more. I invite you to try this with your eyes closed. Every breath, one smooth effort in or out. Unbroken. The breath can be compared to a golden thread. Smooth and even, flowing eternally. From here, we are ready to prayer hands and take our heart from corner to corner. Push down more through your feet, extend higher through the crown of your head. Your thumbs stay to your heart as you take your heart towards the corner, thinking rib towards hip. Inhale, center. If you're going to your left, Think right rib towards left hip. Inhale, center. Think left rib towards right hip to your right. I call this drawing an X across the stomach. X marks the spot. Last one left. Feel how easily the breath in helps you move to your start place. And our very wonderful, playful, wind-blown tree, stretching the side body. We reach up and out and then over. Now we're doing this 3 times. I invite you to look down the direction you're reaching towards the floor. And when you go to the other side, you look to the other side of the ball. We'll look 3 directions for 3 windblown trees. Then towards the camera, ear towards shoulder. And our last one, overhead. Back to the beginning. Flex the wrists, spread the fingers. Bring the hands down, down, down. Take the arms behind the back. Flex the wrists the other direction. Interlock the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Folding over our thighs and lifting our hands from behind our backs. Once you feel you've gotten your best stretch, please relax your arms down by your legs. Push through your feet. Slowly stack your back, lower back, middle back, ribs, shoulders, neck, and head is last. Okay. Hands on our thighs. It's time to assess how are we moving now. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. A lot of our vehicles have seats that have lumbar support. We'll come into our best posture going sideways. So when I say lumbar support, we're talking about this little curve in the low back. So the chair of your vehicle may have some support that presses in and supports that. Just know that it's also important to support your neck. So when you're driving, it's a great opportunity to make sure that you're not looking forward and straining your neck. I have a little pillow that I strap to my headrest, and it's memory foam. It's really good, and I just press my neck into that foam pillow, and I drive and maintain the cervical curve and the lumbar curve. Maybe that will help you. To the floor. Laying down, connecting with our yoga breathing and then our Pilates breathing. The takeaway from the yoga breath is mostly in the exhale. ball on our bellies. And we're pulling down. So this creates a challenge to expand our bellies and lift the ball. But an assist as we bring the navel down and up towards the heart. 2 more. Now we please transition to rib cage breathing also, and especially when we're laying on our backs, back breathing. Direct the breath into your back, into your lungs. So the ball won't lift up very much. Then remember how you brought your navel to your spine, up towards your heart. This action is called scooping the abs. 2 more. And a fun thing to notice will be if you have to lengthen your body along the floor as your spine extends out longer. Also, I do have space between my low back and the floor and my neck and the floor. So that's our natural and best spinal alignment we're trying for. We'll take the legs up onto the ball and the tiny bit of space. I feel like it's actually a little bit bigger. My hands are under my low back, so I could actually be a little smaller there. And what I do is just press my belly into my back, and then preserving that curve with my fingers, but knowing I'm going to not let it disappear as I move my hands away. Then we have the curve under the neck, and we'll do some abdominal work, crisscrossing the arms. The head relaxes on your arms. You breathe into your back. Exhale, lift your chest up. Slide the ribs to the hips, navel to spine. Inhale into your back, lift your chest higher. Like you're trying to bring your nose into your belly button. Exhale, lower. Never ever straining the neck. 3 more. Head rest on top of the arms. 2. Inhale, we lengthen our spines. Exhale, we activate our abs. 1 more time. Good. Now, what we'll do next is the option to keep the head supported on your hands or roll the ball up and down the legs. This is a little more advanced. So I want to encourage you to listen to your neck. Our theme this week in eradicating the ego is honesty. So let's be honest with ourselves. Breathing in, exhaling up. As we come up, if we notice our necks are hurting, go back to the other exercise, please. 3 more. We inhale on the floor. Start lifting the chest up and sliding the ribs to the hips, navel to spine. Inhale, nose into the belly button. Exhale, lower. When you lay your head down, it's a great opportunity to relax your neck. More. Wonderful. Will you please grab that ball very strongly with your inner thighs, like you're trying to pop it. We will re-support our heads with our arms and again draw an X across the stomach, diagonal chest lifts. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, left shoulder towards right knee. Inhale, float up higher. Exhale, lower. Keep squeezing that ball. Same thing other way. Right shoulder, left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3 more. Be very proud of yourself because you remember to keep trying to pop that ball. A lot to focus on. We are doing it. Inhaling ribs and back. Exhaling navel to spine, shrinking the waist, ribs to hips. How about one more? Rib to hip, shoulder towards knee. And let's finish. From here, we will roll to our sides and stack the hips and the shoulders. Try to continue the feeling of popping the ball. Make sure the head is naturally aligned with the spine. Your hand can help support your head. And you lift the ball lower. 8. And the leg is hovering off the floor. It's not going to touch until we're all done. Shrink your waist in smaller. Keep extending through the crown of your head towards the wall, to your side. Great job. One more. There we go. I like to bend my knees to switch sides. Please stack your shoulders and your hips. Align your spine. Cover those legs. Breathe in. Exhale, lift up. 8. One more time. Wonderful. Let's come up. We'll go to hands and knees. And hands and knees. You can choose yoga or Pilates breathing. As you inhale, please lift your right arm and your left leg and reach towards opposite walls. Exhale, lower. Other side. Keeping in mind those natural curves in our lower back and in our necks. We are practicing stability, keeping the spine aligned while moving our arms and legs. Want to continue to practice that stability in a more challenging way. Our push-ups. Give yourself room to walk forward and know that this can be a very gentle push-up where the ball is under your hips, fingers spread wide, and pointing through the toes, squeezing the inner thighs and glutes together. As the head comes down, the feet go up, your body is straight as a board. Exhale up, and then say that does feel too easy. You can walk your hands forward and go again. And of course, if that felt too easy, you can take your palms forward and try again. And if it gets too hard, then you can go back. Just like Goldilocks. 5, 4, keep pulling your belly button in. 3, making sure your body stays straight. 2, inner thighs squeeze together, body muscles squeeze together. 1 more. Wonderful. So to mobility, coming back, the feet open, and your hands will be on the ball in a diamond. And we'll lift up, creating an arch in the spine for our swan. Be careful not to lift your chin too high. The chin is going to still feel like it's moving down, and we extend instead through the crowns of our heads. Lower, and repeat. Breathe in, and exhale, lower. 2 more. Activating the legs as well. 1 more. Push through your feet. Come all the way up through the crown of your head, and let's hover. Shoulder blades towards each other and down away from our ears. When you're ready, allow your body to go very limp. No muscles, no bones, just ragdoll over the ball. Pressing back into a variation of child's pose. Adjust so that you're comfortable. The toes pointing back, the knees are open. We sit onto our heels the best we can. And a great way to remember how we extended through the crown of our heads earlier, we put our hand on our heads and pushed up. You can repeat that, but into the ball. Fold forward, pull the ball into your head, and push the crown of your head into the ball. And I hope what you experience is a lengthening in your spine. Breathing into our ribs, especially our back, ribs, and our sides, but the expansion in reality will be 3-dimensional. To come up, push down through your hands, and your hips will push into your heels. We'll roll that ball in and stack the spine up. Standing up, and a way to do that would be to roll the ball to your left. I'm bringing my knees in a little closer. Come up to kneeling. Step the right foot forward. Curl the left toes under. We're going to grab the ball and stand up. Step forward. Reach for the sky. Forgiveness and letting go was our theme last week for eradicating the ego. Letting go is a great way of expressing ourselves in volcano. Breathe in. Breathe out and let anything explode out the top of your head. Let it go. Things you may be angry about or frustrated about. There is no purpose in staying mad. Let your emotions guide you to positive action, and then don't let them control you any more than that. We're going to step wide and prepare for warrior one to your left. The right leg turns in and the left leg out. The hips will square and bend your left knee and lift your heart up, gazing towards the heavens, remembering the stars in the sky and all the beauty in the world. Practice a sense of confidence as we go to warrior two, ball underneath our legs and our arms open in a straight line. Push through your left foot, reach back more with your right fingertips. Gaze past the left fingertips. Notice if you're holding any tension in your neck and your shoulders. Soften. We're going to let this movement flow to reverse warrior, front arm up, back arm down. We look up with the option to wrap that back arm behind your lower back. Flow next into extended side angle. Your hand can reach past your ear and up, up, up. As much as you're reaching up, also push down through the side of your foot. And our gaze will come up towards that right pinky finger. We can turn this into a right angle. All we need to do is straighten out the arms, making a right angle with the floor. And then you're going to look up more, and that top arm may move towards the wall behind your back just a tiny bit more. It's all about feeling what is right in the moment. To be at ease is to be in a yoga asana. Now to turn this into triangle, our legs will straighten. And we squeeze the ball, and the arms are again straight up and down, like our right angle. Engage your abs, push down through your feet, coming up to add rotation. And the rotation with your arms can start small, say hands to hips. And we're looking behind ourselves, navel to spine. And then you can start to extend the arms out, maybe one at a time, attempting to get our arms straight up and down like they were the other direction. Attempting, we're just trying. And that's all you need to do, is try. Then I kind of like to swim my arms through the air. We can transition from a 5-point star to taking that ball overhead and the left in and the right side out. Square those hips. Please bend your right knee. Again, lift your heart and focus on the beauty of the world. And feel confidence, knowing that you are on the right path. You're achieving the goals that are there for you in your life. Warrior two. Reverse. Peaceful warrior. Arms moving through the air. Knowing where they're at as you move them, watching your fingertips as you reach up, also pressing down, keeping balance in our actions. Turning this into our right angle, that straight up and down line. Looking up, bringing the arm back, stretching, I hope, in a really nice way in the chest and the shoulders. And then for triangle, strongly push down through your feet. Use your legs. And grab that ball strong. Pushing down, we come up. Start small. Rotate. Keep rotating. And you may stay small or extend the arms out, one or both. Remember, as you come up, push down through your feet. Swim the arms through the air. Shiny 5-point star. Check that your toes, all 10, are pointing straight ahead. Then we'll take the ball and recall the energy of pushing through the crowns of our heads. And we'll do that into the ball again. Lift up your sits bones. Your spine is aligned. The little curve in your neck, and I said the opposite, in your low back, and the little curve in your neck. Lift your kneecaps as you hinge, getting into position to press the head and ball together. You might find that you need to take your feet a little further apart. Listen to your body. I'm also finding I need to pull my abs in a little bit more firmly and protect my lower back. If this does not feel like enough stretch, you can take the ball away from your head as long as it doesn't create pain. Extend out further and further. There's also playful movement of moving into your toes and your heels, and that'll take the ball forward and back. And other playful things that can be done. The feet can go further apart. Be mindful, though, that you don't open too far. And the best way for me to come out after I have opened the legs a lot is to put my hands on the floor. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Coming close enough together that I can let myself down with some grace and dignity. A little bit of stretching. We're getting close to our Shavasana. Ball to your left, right foot forward, and we'll lunge, hips into the ball, left arm up. And maybe adding heel to glutes, tucking the tailbone. So we press the hips into the ball and pull the foot closer to the bottom. Briefly stretching the right leg straight, fold over. Check out how flexing the ankle makes a difference. Keep the spine aligned and the hips squared. Other side. Left foot forward, lunge towards that ball. Right arm up. Left leg straight, fold over, square up the hips, align your spine, and maybe flex the ankle. Listen to your body. There may be some small adjustments you need to make with foot and knee placement that allow you to get the best stretch. From here, let's do our supported back bend. Sit on the ball. Walk forward. Walking forward until the length of your back is supported on the ball and your head. Your arms can be on your belly, out from your shoulders, or overhead. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your toes. Feel your body relax. Let go. Feel like you're expressing yourself with honesty, openness. Briefly, our hours zipping by so quick. A camel. Same thing with the hands. On the belly, out from the shoulders, or overhead. The feet kick into the floor, the hips lift in the air. After you feel that release, come up, chin to chest, ribs to hips, navel to spine. Push with your hands into the ball. We're going to go onto our backs, put our feet in the air on the ball. So kick back, relax, and windshield wiper. Our vehicles now have our front windshield wipers and then the rear. The legs are the front and the head would be like the smaller windshield wiper on the back of your car, going opposite directions, side to side. Wiping away any tension, any tightness. Leaving behind this clear image as we aspire towards being our very best selves. Rest in the center, peaceful and calm like a beautiful lotus flower rising up out of the pond. Eyes are softly closed. Your hands may rest on your belly or your arms out by your sides. Notice any tension, make adjustments until your entire body feels relaxed. Face, neck, shoulders, arms, back and belly, all soften. Our hips, our thighs softening. Our legs feel heavy. And our feet, from head to toe, we feel warm, relaxed, and heavy. Smile, stretch out. We're going to close class. Sitting on our balls. And just briefly, join me with your head held high and your ears ready for some helpful advice. I hope this is helpful. Learn to say no to the things that don't add value in your life. And open your arms and run towards the things that do. Hands on our hearts. Finishing class with an attitude of gratitude. A smile, reach up, breathe in, inviting wonderful energy into our lives, surrounding ourselves with it. Hands to our hearts. And from our hearts, thinking of someone or something. It could be as simple as a comfortable pair of shoes. Let's think of that someone or something and remember to say thank you. Thank you for being here.